He does.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Are you famous? Chico?
Yes.
It's okay. It's all right.
It's okay.
So a little doggy attacked him.
Yes.
Okay.
So he's filling back up.
Okay.
And
so we had a drain in.
Mm-hmm.
And they removed it when?
Monday.
Monday. Okay. It was placed at First Pet.
Correct.
Okay.
And I keep wrapping this with gauze, but he's getting this. This is not looking good.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
We're going from bad to worse.
Yeah,
quickly.
you know, the problem with the dog bite wounds is that you don't know how the actual trauma to the tissue is going to affect it until sometimes days later.
Yeah.
Because the crushing injury of the teeth going into the skin and pulling, it can cause problems that we don't see until several days later. Okay. It can cause some of the tissue to become devitalized or die, and we just have to go. Unfortunately, sometimes it requires going back in and looking at the tissue underneath, making sure there's no tissue necrosis, removing all the dead or disease infected tissue, and then closing it up again and trying again. Look at the rest of you here. No. Don't jump. How's he been doing otherwise at home?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Handling the meds okay?
He is, yeah. Good. He's only got a couple days left to Clavamox.
Okay.
He's eating, yeah. He's running around, wagging, playful. He wasn't up until a few days ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was just resting and really, we literally just turned the corner a few days ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Now this, but he's acting fine. You all right, Cheeky? They're going to take good care of you.
Good boy. Doesn't seem to be painful to him too much. Yeah, but I see that fluid building up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he keeps scratching here.
Mm.
He has the donut. If we use the donut, he can get at it. And if we
really?
Use, well,
really?
yeah.
He can still turn around.
Yeah, and with the plastic cone, it just digs right into the.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lose-lose.
Yeah. Well, otherwise he looks good. I would be concerned that, there may be some tissue death underneath, and that's why we're continuing to get build up. It's possible that we've introduced some bacteria into the site from scratching from his paws, but really we should investigate the wound some, and it may require him needing another drain placed.
Okay.
In lieu of doing that, we can try to drain, meaning stick a needle in that pocket, try to pull some of the fluid. I can look at under a microscope, see if I'm seeing a lot of, bacteria or destroyed cells that would suggest maybe there's some damage underneath. And we can start there if you like. But, if I look under a microscope and I'm seeing a lot of bacteria or things that suggest an infection, then I would recommend opening back up and getting rid of some of that tissue, dead tissue, infected tissue, and trying to close it up again, with fresh edges, fresh tissue.
What does that require? What does that mean?
It's usually an anesthetic procedure because it is painful to remove tissue, potentially muscle, depending on how, devitalized it is. But we can start it just looking at some of the fluids, seeing what the consistency is. That the kind of pus or purulent material right here, makes me nervous. I wonder if this fluid that's building up here is the same consistency. If it is, then I would investigate the wound for sure.
Okay.
So that's my thought process, my plan.
Okay.
Did you have any questions?